Are you constantly frustrated trying to find the right Excel function just to work on your data? Does it feel like you're wasting valuable time preparing spreadsheets when you'd rather be analyzing insights? Or maybe you just want to have a quick answer, but there's no analyst around to help. Good news. ChatGPT can now handle a surprisingly amount of that groundwork for you. With new features like agents and Canva mode, ChatGPT can do in seconds what used to take analysts hours. In today's video, I'm going to review 5 powerful ways to use ChatGPT for your Excel and data tasks. Fast, simple, and shockingly effective. Then I will share 4 tips to get constantly accurate or better result when collaborating with ChatGPT and agents. And finally, I will show you some live demos where ChatGPT helped me with complex transformation in Excel and even spark insights that shape my decisions. My name is Celine Xu. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. I'm here to help business professionals like you make AI part of your daily workflow and leverage them effectively, free you from more important and more enjoyable tasks. Let's dive in. In your daily work, there are 2 major types of Excel tasks where you need help. Type 1, data cleaning and reshaping, like join datasets, clean messy data, reformatting, slicing, aggregating, or performance-specific calculation. Type 2, analyzing and insights. Translate a business question to a data problem, understand what question to ask and which data can be used, creating visualization and generating actionable insights for decision making. Normally, most people only use ChatGPT in one way now, as a chatbot to generate the formula for one-time need when you ask or prompt. But you are leaving so much power on the table. Here are 5 additional ways to supercharge your Excel workflow with ChatGPT. Method number 1. Use ChatGPT as your debugging assistant. When you hit an error, use the formula provided by ChatGPT, or you'll realize that a calculated result is not aligned with your expectation. Here's what to do. Take a screenshot, add a quick description of the issue, and ask ChatGPT for help. You can see something like, I got this error message. Can you explain what went wrong and how to fix it? Or, this number seems way too high. Did you apply any filter or grouping before the aggregating? Or, please walk me through your thought process, step by step. The mindset shift. Don't treat ChatGPT like an static search engine. Treat it like an interactive partner. It can understand both text and image. And as long as you can describe the problem clearly, it can help you troubleshooting and learn fast. This principle applies to all large language models, not just for ChatGPT. Now, if you are struggling to explain the problem clearly, don't worry. Just start with your best guess and include a screenshot. ChatGPT normally will rephrase your question in its own words, and then you can check, is that what I mean? Over time, you will get better at predicting where ChatGPT might go off the track and start giving this clarification upfront. Pro tips. Once you finally get a working solution after long chatting history, don't let it go. Show ChatGPT the original input and the final result and ask, if I want to get this result in one prompt next time, how would you write it? That's how you reverse engineering powerful prompts, save time in the future, and grow your capability along the way. No more banging your head against the keyboard. Method number 2, DAX code generation. Instead of just asking ChatGPT for individual Excel function, try having it generate DAX code, which is data analysis expressions, for more complex and usable tests. While functions are often only applied to one cell, DAX can apply across the column or entire table, making it powerful to handle complex data modeling and automate repetitive tasks. You can think of DAX as a formula language for Excel, Power Pivot, and Power BI, like a programming language for data. If you treat Python like English, then DAX may be the Italian. It's different, but once you understand it, it unlocks the whole new level of automation. Let me show you two examples. Say you have sales data for multiple years and want to calculate year-over-year growth. If you use traditional Excel way, you need multiple help columns, VLOOKUPs, and manual steps for each year. But with ChatGPT, you can just say, please create an index formula based on this table structure to calculate year-over-year sales growth. Or you are working with an annual report that's not in a clean table format. You can upload your Excel file or the PDF version and ask GPT, please learn the structure of this income statement and create a DAX formula to calculate EBITDA. I want to reuse this when the new data coming. Pro tip, if you don't understand DAX yet, this is the perfect way to learn. Ask ChatGPT to walk you through the code. If you hit an error, no problem. Screenshot it and ask for help debugging. Yes, there is a little bit learning curve, but investing your time now help you become confident with advanced workflow and make you more effective using AI-powered tools. Method number 3, agent mode. Automate Excel like a power user. Until now, we've just been chatting with ChatGPT, copying the formula or code and passing them into Excel ourselves. But what if I told you could just give the instruction and have ChatGPT manipulate Excel directly for you? That's exactly what agent mode does. Note, this requires an ChatGPT Plus subscription or a pro license. The key difference between a chatbot and an agent is the agent can take real actions outside of the chat window. That means editing files, browsing web, running code, and more. With agent mode, ChatGPT uses a virtual computer equipped with a browser, terminal, and tools to complete real-world tasks. Agent is relatively independent, which means you can just give a clear goal and it figured out how to execute rather than need it for step-by-step instruction. But you also need balance. It can navigate a website and fill out forms. It can analyze data and create new spreadsheet. It can run Python script. It can connect to the tools like Google Drive, GitHub, and Gmail. In our case, it write and run Python code in the virtual machine to create a new Excel file you can download later based on your instruction. You will see its actions in real time on a virtual machine screen with the description. It even asks you approve before critical step. My demo later in this video will show exactly how that works. Method number 4, Canva mode, your interactive editing backup. If you don't have access to agent mode, don't worry. Use Canva mode as your next best option. It can access for free plan. Canva mode is an interactive editing window that opens in a new tab. It's not directly for Excel, but we use it here. It's less autonomous than agent mode, but it's still powerful, especially for Excel and analytic work. Here, what it can do. Directly edit and rearrange text and code, highlight specific section and ask ChatGPT to rewrite or improve them. Track changes, restore previous version if needed, and generate and run code inside of Canvas for real-time testing instead of virtual machine. You can ask it to create a new Excel file based on your instruction. So if agent mode isn't available, or you hit your usage limit for your agent, Canva mode can step in and still help you get a result fast. Method number 5, scheduled automated executions. If you are running the same report or update every day, or in a specific time of the week, here is a game changer. With agent mode, you can now set up a scheduled recurring task. This feature lets you automate the prompt chain at a specific time, once, or recurrent basis, daily, weekly, monthly. For example, You could tell ChatGPT, prepare me and retail industry news briefing every Monday at 7 o'clock. In Excel case, you can set up and schedule to run the complicated Excel agent you just created at 2 p.m. every Thursday. When the tasks are done, you will receive update via the chat, push notification on the phone, or the email, depending on your setting. So, if you got repetitive work, reports, update, briefings, just set it up once. ChatGPT will take care of the rest. But also, you may cost more. Bonus. Want to see a deep dive comparison? If I get 50 requests in this comment, I will create an hands-on video showing more advanced version doing analytic using Claude code, modify and generate R code for analysis for you. If you're interested in it, type 1 in comments right now. Now let's move to the tips I earned from my experience working with ChatGPT for better and stable results for Excel. Tip number 1. Use ChatGPT chat mode to prepare your prompts for agent mode. If you are on N+ or organizational plan, agent mode is limited to 40 messages per month. But you have essentially an unlimited code for asking questions in regular chat mode. One more information. The document says there is no limitation for deep search and canvas, but I hit the limits last month, so also use them wisely. So here is the strategy. To maximize your agent mode value, you can use the agent mode for complex multi-step work rather than a single one-step execution. If you understand a workflow and have clear instruction for each step, combine multiple requests into one message and let the agent run it end-to-end. The key here is being able to judge whether the results are correct or not, and knowing how to debugging when something goes wrong. So here is the flow for creating prompts using the chat mode. First, use the chat mode to work through each step of your process you want, and then test each step directly on your Excel and verify the result. Then show the ChatGPT screenshot of your original table, which is your input, and your final result. And let it learn schema and structure. Last, ask the ChatGPT to create a comprehensive prompt based on your conversation for the agent execution. Tip number 2. Balance your instructions detail level. Think of ChatGPT agent as a dedicated intern with Excel expertise, but zero context about your data. You can leverage their technical skill if you provide them clear enough requirement. Don't let them just run wide with interpretation or analytical decisions. You should not try, clean the data. ChatGPT might do something completely unexpected. Rather than, you can see, fill all the empty cell in the first column with the value from the cell directly above it. But since you have a limited message for an agent mode, you need to balance the detail level in the instruction for the agent to execute to maximize the value. I did experiment. I want to clean an CSV file download from a Power BI dashboard, join it with another Excel file, run some aggregations, then generate an analysis with a text. I tried 3 approaches. Approach number 1, step by step with intermediate file. I specified each step as a separate message to the agent mode, and I got intermediate file each time. This gave me the opportunity to check possibility for error and verify result step by step. But I caused 6 messages for this simple task. I find a problem during the process, and I had to use another message to redo that step. Approach 2. I just simply combine all the separate message in the first approach for the right result to a long detailed message and let the agent run it end to end. It works. But I started to wondering, do I need to provide step by step with extreme that detail? The agent should be smart, right? What if I did not know the relationship between the input and output? Could I still use the agent to redo the work? In that scenario, how could I guarantee the result is accurate? And if I get a wrong answer, how could I debug it? Then I tried the approach 3. I want to test how smart the agent is. I provide the final result Excel file, which is accurate from the first approach, and then upload 2 input Excel file. Then I prompt like A and B are inputs, C is output, and please learn the relationship between these 3 files. Please find a way create a new final output file. If I provide you 2 update Excel input file, the results, I get right result from approach 1 and 2, but I get wrong result from 3. So the conclusion is AI agent can learn from example to a certain level. But when things get more complicated, please make sure you have more detailed instruction to ensure the result. Unless you just explore. There is no one-size-fits-all formula. It takes time to test and adjust. Pro tip: if you are not sure how to describe your requirement correctly, Google it first or bounce idea with ChatGPT, chat mode, before you use agent mode. The bottom line is, if you give the agent instruction clear enough that someone on Google or Stack Overflow could easily understand and interpret it, you will get the result you expect. Remember, don't waste agent mode on single overly simplified requirement. Break task into controllable, checkable chunk instead. Tip number 3, don't expect identical output every time with the same prompt or scheduled execution from AI agent. Here is the hot truth about AI agent and large language model. Even with exactly the same prompt twice, you may get different result. Because it's a probabilistic model that builds its answer one token at a time, sampling from many possible next words. It means you're not locked into a static answer. Hope you remember, if you use the same prompt in ChatGPT says, please summarize the main point of the text below and try multiple times, you will always get different summary. Plus, since the AI agent used a virtual machine to do the work, it is possible the virtual machine won't initialize due to the VPN or network issue. When you get the perfect report at the first time, and you will not guarantee have the right result every single time. If you need identical output every time, you have 2 options. 1, specify extremely detail in each step. Second, use other tools like DAX, R, or Python for coding. In a broad context, if you can provide a simple and a single solution to a problem, AI agent may not be the right option to use to automate. Instead, use rule-based automation. You will get stable result with lower cost. Because normally RPA is rule-based logic. They have fixed behavior. The same input always leads to the same output. It is predictable and repeatable. However, when you are not able to imagine all the possible situations, and you still have some overall principle to solve the problem, then try AI agent. They will adapt and use reasoning to handle ambiguous tasks. Final tips: how to debug and grow with GPT agent. Let's be real. When you're using GPT agent to manipulate Excel or extract insights, things will break. Formulas might misspell, result might be off, and if you don't know how to spot what went wrong, you're flying blind. Here's how you stay in control and level up fast. First, always verify the output. Don't just trust the result. Gut check the logic. Does it match, or what do you expect? Try calculate it yourself or using another system to confirm. Second, backtrace the step. Break down how the result was built. Can you replicate each step? Use another tool or Excel or DAX. Rerun individual steps to pinpoint where it went wrong. Third, rerun with tweaks. Sometimes small changes make big difference. Adjust your prompt slightly and see how the output shifts. It helps you understand how the agent interpreted your request. 4. Ask ChatGPT directly. Literally ask, why did you do that step? And how would you fix this? The explanation often reveal hidden logic and misunderstandings. Pro-level suggestion. The best user don't just fix mistake. They predict that over time, you will spot where GPT tend to go wrong and can preempt it in your instructions. Test the agent with different type of task. Learn its limits. Once you know what level complexity it handles, you can tailor future prompts to hit that sweet spot or go more detail when needed. The real goal isn't being perfection. It's understanding. Every bug is a learning moment. The faster you learn to debug, the more confident and powerful you will become using AI. Let's move to the demo section. The first example is let you understand we can initiate agent mode here, and also how you will play with agent mode and what will happen after you upload the Excel. So the task is unmerge the cell for ABCD, and then at the beginning it gives you the exploration, and then it set up the desktop, and this is the virtual machine. And you can see it's from terminal, and they use bash. At the same time, it's let you know what it's doing now. Now they will initiate some tests and also to open the Excel file. The browser is working, blah, 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 and you will know what they're doing. And they will use Jupyter environment to finalize the code to manipulate Excel and generate a new Excel. For a second example, I combine multiple instruction in one agent message, and I want to see the line. And for this one, I give really detailed instruction, and I specify which line to which line and which column to which column. And I want to calculate like this. Normally, if you without agent mode, you need to ask a question like this, and you copy paste for each cell, and you change that. But now I do it all at once. And also, I want to also do a summary. For the first attempt, I didn't success, which I wasted one. And then I tried the second attempt. I combine everything here. And then after 3 minutes, it's telling me the status and team size and the resource availability, and it gives me a summary of that. At the same time, I can see the table I actually asked for, which is non-NA, SML, green, yellow, red, and I have a summary of that. And some key takeaway. Here is a more advanced example. I give a role and give a background. You are a senior portfolio manager with 8 years experience, and I want to prepare a meeting with the 8 program manager. And I provide the Excel, and I specify what is in the Excel, and then the time period. The more specific, the better. And also, I have a specific task I want it to perform, which is calculate the small, medium, large, and green, yellow, red, how many feature it has. I want to ask the following question. For example, what initiative we are involved in, where we have block, what should we take up as a problem, and the top 2 program. And then in the analysis phase, it's have each table for each question. And this is for second, and the program counts, the priority, and this is what I'm asking for. So the red, yellow, green count for different ones. And you can see it's iterate, and it says what is the high coordinate initiative, which means they have more than 3 programs involved in one initiative. I didn't have this angle before. I'm happy with the inspiration. And even provide me visualization, it's totally only spent 31 seconds. And then after that, it's give me a summary level, what initiative are involved, where it blocks, what should we take up a problem, and extra insights.
Now let's make it more complicated. I have two Excel. One is called doability, which means the planned work for each program. And the other one is called a Jira feature, which means those are things the program actually delivers. And what I want to understand is for each initiative, how many things get planned but not actually have anything execute. So I need to join two tables to Excel and calculate. So here is how I say use this as a page for each program and each initiative. Find out the unique feature name from the summary. It's quite clear and specific. And if there is a no relevant plan, blah, 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 when you find its BIT in Jira summary and attached and those pages. And the purpose here, I gave it to compare two data sources for each program and how many BTI they covered, overlapping, missing, and after work for 1 minute. It's showing me some information about the things they create. They said column D now show the number of unique feature name for each BTI based on the Jira summary. If there is no match, column D remain blank. Here you can see I got the result for each initiative, how many things already be done, and those blank, which means it's planned but not get worked. Lot inspiration. If I want my result have specific format, for example, this one is a picture. So I said, could you produce Excel table like the picture based on the information, add 2 more columns, and so basically based on the picture I provide, they recreate something without effort. So you don't need to think about how to calculate that, and it's actually figured out for you. And it specify how they create each one, and you can double check whether or not it's right one.
The final example, I want to test how smart the agent is.
I didn't give any relationship between each Excel. I want the agent to figure out what relationship between each Excel and then recreate the final answer for me. Let's say whether or not it's successful. So here I upload 3 Excel and I let them to know the relationship between each one. And I said use the same logic and transfer doability with that. And then now you can see it start to reading the Excel, start to write the code. At the same time, you can read each words, how it performs. This time, thank you for your patience. I have to shoot the video in 2 batch, so they're a little bit confusing, and thank you for understanding. The purpose here is to let you know how easy it's used and to make you more comfortable work with the AI agent and show you the possibility how you can have different use case for Excel use ChatGPT and how much improve the productivity you get from this process. Yes, after give you all the analysis, it summarizes what it delivered. It says load, clean, map, and calculate the metric because I specific one they have the goal, which is to understand which in doability but not having Jira ticket. And then finally, I get the summary table. And then here I can directly download the new Excel.
If this video helped shift how you think about using ChatGPT for Excel, don't just keep it to yourself. Share it and hit the like button. Drop a comment below what task you want agent help you do. Subscribe for more and you don't miss the next advanced tactics. I will be sharing more practical AI-powered or agent-powered strategies soon. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.